hello.
Director Schisler, the elevator's working fine today.
You can get up, but you can't get down, right? That's cool. I wouldn't mind the stairs, but I can't get in the door.
All right, President English, we are good to go, so I'll count you in. We will be live in
Okay,
3,
good.
2, 1.
Great, thank you, Danielle. Good afternoon. Please silence your phones for the duration of the meeting. Welcome to the November 18th, 2025 workshop of the THS Board of Directors. I'm Michael English, and I'm the President and Chair of the Board. The meeting format is virtual today, with all board members participating via communication media technology. I've called the meeting to order. I'm going to dispense with the Pledge of Allegiance. The next item on the agenda is public input. Is there anyone wish to speak?
No, sir, there was one
Hearing none. Okay, good, thanks. Approval of minutes will pass on since we don't have a quorum. Agenda item number 3. The next is an action item, and we'll discuss how to deal with it, but Mr. Smoker, would you like to brief us on it, please?
Yes, Mr. President, I'd be happy to. As you may recall, in November of 2023, the board approved a tri-party agreement between HART, PHS, and the Friends of Ybor for lease and maintenance of the Bernie Streetcar. The agreement provided for the lease and maintenance of the Bernie Streetcar, the FOI for display to promote and educate the public about the history of the Tampa streetcar system. The agreement contemplated essentially $1 per year for lease. And what's relevant, I think, for today is that FOI was obligated to submit plans and specifications for the exhibition space within one of its buildings for THS and HART approval. That was supposed to have occurred in February of 2025. However, they were unable to finalize the necessary details to be able to enable the plan to be presented. So it was extended to August 2025, which the board approved several months ago. And the extension was to August 5th of 2025. Again, that deadline was not able to be met for several reasons. Not that they're all that relevant, but FOI has now asked for an additional 6-month extension from August 5th of 2025 to February 5th of 2026. And so I have reviewed the proposed agreement. I find it acceptable. And I think the extension will now go to submit the plans and for review by HART and THS to February 5th of 2026. My recommendation is you approve the agreement. Unfortunately, in the absence of a quorum, any action you take today would not be binding. So we'll have to bring it back, at least at the very least, for ratification at the next board meeting.
So, any questions? Yeah,
Happy to
thanks.
answer any.
Yeah, thanks, David.
Gail, how would this work for HART's approval? HART's not going to be until January at the earliest, and the extension is just till February, correct?
Correct.
So we're approving a 6-month extension that's only going to be in effect for basically 1 month.
Correct, and it may well be appropriate given the timing issues to go back to FOI and suggest that maybe the extension be longer, or perhaps we need to understand better exactly where they are in this process. If it turns out that they're ready to submit, or will be fairly quickly, then it could well be that by the 5th of February of 2026, they will be able to present it, in which case it's not a big problem for HART to approve it, 30 days earlier. At the end of the day, I think it might be worth checking with fully to see when we expect that they're actually going to be able to submit the plans, and then see if we can get a little bit harder target. And we can always come back to you with a further amendment.
Do we know what the issue is?
Yes, yeah, let me interject. Several months ago, I met with, I think David and I and Brian Allen met with Daryl Shaw, who presented a plan for the car in his development. And it was, he proposed that it be in an unair-conditioned shed. And we said that was not appropriate, and that we wanted it to be in an elevated, air-conditioned space. This is all happening in a public park. His designers are designing for his development. And we wanted that to be hurricane-proof, so automatically shutters would come down in a storm or a hurricane and protect the car. He said he would get back to us, and that was several months ago, and we haven't heard back from him. So I think we can do as David suggested and reach out to them and see where they are with it and whether next February is going to work or not. And we can take up the actual formalizing this extension at our next meeting, assuming we have a quorum. Is that about right, David?
Yes.
Where's the car now?
It's in the car barn.
Our car, it's in our car, so it's protected at this point.
Oh, yeah.
What are we accomplishing by keep extending it?
Well,
I guess my question is, why can't we just let it sit under the current agreement until such time as they come back? We know the car's safe, it's protected, it's not going anywhere, it's not doing anything. So what if we just left it open-ended till they come back at some point in time? Maybe that's a little too cavalier with it, but I mean, they're having issues getting an environment that's going to be satisfactory to us. Let's leave it sit where it is. If they can work on it, keep the agreement going month to month until they do come back.
Well, we have an agreement with them, Gil, and the time has expired on it, so we just need to extend the time. We've signed an agreement with them, but they haven't met the deadline.
I understand, but November to February, I guess it goes back to when do they think they'll be ready?
I would imagine that there's a good chance they'll be ready by February. David can check with them on that, or David and I can. I mean, the bottom line is they've got a big development, and they're designing it and building it, and we're a part of that puzzle, and we expect them to come back with a solution. I expected them to already be back, so I'm hopeful that if we tell them that currently we can't vote, but we will take it up in December, and let's see where they are. So I think we need to stay with it.
Well, I'm not saying walk away from the whole project. It's just that, I don't know. Well, I agree. David needs to go back and find out more information as to where we stand and what's going to happen in the future.
Yeah, otherwise we just have an agreement they violated, a current agreement they violated. So let's give them a chance to fix it.
Oh, I agree.
Okay. Okay, any other questions? Okay, moving on, do we have a marketing services report?
Good afternoon, Mr. President and members of the board. I'm David Botello, Internal Communications Manager here at HART. Just a couple of things to highlight for October. We promoted the ghoulishly good time on the Tico Line streetcar. Staff helped connect it's tough to say. Staff helped connect the Tico Line streetcar to a series of spooktacular Halloween happenings in Tampa's downtown corridor. Staff supported the Tampa Riverwalk trick-or-treat event with a branded streetcar service map to guide families along the route. Riders enjoyed easy access to several other spooky events, including Undead in the Water on the American Victory Ship, the Halloween edition of Movie on the Lawn at Sparkman Wharf, and Whispers After Dark, Water Street's inaugural night of art, music, performance, and ghostly glamour. Also, Streetcar Live was back starting in September, and then in October, they welcomed the jazzy sounds of the Tripolitan Group. This popular concert series is, of course, a collaboration between Artico Line Streetcar and the Gasparilla Music Festival, and continues to showcase some of Tampa Bay's finest musicians for riders to enjoy. A couple of other things to touch on, promotions-wise, we provided streetcar services in support of several downtown and Ybor events through various graphics, posters, and social media posts, including the big Oktoberfest in downtown Tampa, IBEX 2025 at the Convention Center, Halloween at Water Street, and of course the Undead in the Water, which we just mentioned, the Tampa Riverwalk Trick or Treat, Tampa Pig Jig, and several concerts at Benchmark International Arena, formerly Amalie Arena, and Mayor's Food Truck Fiesta, and of course the Tampa Bay Lightning games. We were featured in a few different media outlets. The big one really being Creative Loafing, promoting the upcoming Winter Village Return, which is a super popular holiday event, which is returning this month. So that is it. Thank you.
Excellent report. You guys been busy. Any questions from anybody? Yeah, Winter Village is going to be big this year, and our part of it's always very well attended, sold out, really. If no questions, let's move to Brian Allen and the Streetcar System Performance Report.
Good afternoon, President English, members of the board, Mr. Drainville. I want to start with total ridership for FY25 was 1,322,378. That was down slightly from the year before, but that cause of the ridership slip was that in September we were shut down for about a week to do tile replacement down along Channel Side. So we had just had 3 cars operating and we had a break-in service. So that accounts for the roughly $8,000 in riders that were down. For October, we had 74 reported missed trips. The missed trips were caused by mechanical issues at 41 trips, a shortage of vehicles, 15 trips, a shortage of operators, 12 trips, and 6 trips for an accident I'll get to in just a second. That being said, our ridership, our OTP was 98.87 with 47 reported late departures. We had an accident and an incident in October. The accident was a bicyclist was riding on the sidewalk between Twiggs and Harbor Street when he lost his balance and he fell into the side of streetcar 431. He was struck by the rear step. Tampa Fire and Rescue responded and he was transported to Tampa General. The incident was a subcontractor working at Gasworks severed a power line that went to the interlock cameras and the CSX signals, and we experienced delays. Most of our 47 reported late departures was because of the CSX signals being down. For ridership for October, 93,896. That's up from 82,014 the year before. And of those, 126 were ADA boardings. And that concludes my report. If anybody has any questions for me.
Excellent, Brian. Any questions? You guys have been busy too. Thank you so much. Legal and legislative reports, David? David, we can't hear you.
I have nothing to report.
Okay. Chair's report. This Friday, David and I have been dealing with our CSX insurance brokers, Ball Group, and we have a meeting scheduled with Dennis Rotero, the city CFO, and the meeting will be attended by, I hope, Brian Allen and I and David Smoker and the Balder Group, the 2 Balder Group guys. And the purpose of the meeting is to, also the city's risk manager will be at that meeting, we want to see if the city can help in any way in dealing with CSX. They deal with CSX in other contexts and other locations, and so they may have some ability to reach out to CSX that we don't have. So we're all meeting Friday at 1:30, and we will keep you posted on that when we get back together in December. And if we need to reach out to you before then, we certainly will. Any questions about that?
No,
Okay, good. Moving on, the CFO's, HART CEO's report, Mr. Drainville.
All right, thank you. Good afternoon, President English and members of the board. Two quick updates today. As you all know, Streetcar 430 was shipped to Gamaico for accident repairs. It has returned in pristine condition, ready to get back on track. We're currently waiting for FDOT approval to place that back in service. And regarding the 2025 FDOT triennial audit for the streetcar, all proposed corrective action plans or CAPs for 2025 triennial safety and security audit have been completed. The CAPs implementation is now done. FDOT conducted a preliminary review of the proposed CAPs and required changes for the tracking log. HART will be diligently working on implementing those actions in everyday operations and practices. And that concludes my report.
Thank you very much.
I have a question.
Yeah, sure.
Mr. Drainville, it's Gil. Any break with the city on the shared costs or the indirect costs for operating there was an impasse, I believe, from earlier in the summer regarding the indirect and direct costs on the operating of the streetcar.
Yeah, so with the last meeting I had with the mayor and the mayor's finance team, they confirmed they will be paying all the indirect costs for FY25. And then going forward, we haven't not invoiced them for the first bill yet of FY26, but we are still in talks with the city and staff, still working with the CRAs to see if they can contribute. I know there was a new attorney for the CRAs, and they're looking through what they can possibly do for us.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah, so far, so good.
Good.
Next issue is compliance review. The city financial statements are included in your packet. Do you have any questions about those?
No.
Hearing none, is there any old business? Is there any new business? Hearing none, thank you, folks. It's been a useful workshop, and I appreciate you all showing up. Everybody have a nice Thanksgiving, and let's see everybody in person in December.
Have a
Thank
great
you very
holiday.
much.
All right. Happy
Thank
holidays.
you.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Yep,
Bye-bye.
yep, the meeting is adjourned. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.